Hey, artists, welcome to our next warm up session for the principle of design unity or harmony. This week, we're going to do what we've done in weeks past and kind of do one thing and incorporate it all together. It'll kind of all work together, which makes sense with unity. So, all that you'll need this week is something to make some circles with. You'll need a couple different size circles. You can use a compass, certainly, if you have one. If you don't have a compass, you can use any old thing, like this is a lid to bubbles. It needs to be something pretty decent sized. Coins are a great thing to use too. Like if you had something about this size and maybe a dime, that would be two good circles to make, because we're going to make some donut shapes. And so we'll need a bigger and smaller circle, but don't go too small on your biggest circle. You want to have something that's a decent size. This is probably about 1.5 inches in diameter. So make sure you have something that's a decent size, because it'll work out for the plan here. So let's get going with, there we go. Let's get going with this. So obviously, like I said, we're going to use our circle and a pencil to start. I'll probably go back at some point and use an ink pen and go back over this. So I'm just making a circle. I got this fancy circle gauge. If you don't have one of these and you'd like one, they're really not expensive at all. You can get them on Amazon. Just look for a circle template or a circle gauge or something of that nature. I'm going to put a circle in the center to make a donut out of this. You can kind of, this can vary. It doesn't have to be like mine. The circle in the middle can be a little bigger if you want. That's no problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this donut in two. Notice I'm not drawing through the middle. And then I'm going to just divide it in two again. And again, you don't have to do this exactly the way I do if you wanted to make it divided like an X. But basically, you can divide it into 4 parts. If you want to do more, you can. That's fine. 4 is just keeps it simple. So I got my 4 parts. Now remember, the goal is at the end of the week is to have a design that is unified, and that means it has to have a sense of wholeness. So it means everything looks like it goes together and it's working together with our little donut shape here. So I'm going to do something very simple, and what I want you to do is in 2 of these, preferably 2 opposite each other, I want you to make some type of design. Now I'm doing this radial pattern here. Like I said, I'm going to go back probably and go over this with an ink pen. You can do it with ink to start out. Whatever you like. And it can, like I said, it can be any kind of pattern, any kind of design in here. It could be pictures inside of there, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So I'm doing 2 of the same in those, and then I'm going to do 2 of the same in the other 2. We got circles. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and do this with a pen to start out, because if I do this, what I want to do with a pencil, it's going to be a train wreck. So I'll go ahead and do this with a pen now. I'm just going to do some squiggly, scribbly lines here, trying to stay inside of my boundaries. Now I'm definitely going to have to go back and go over everything with ink. That's fine. Okay, and for today, this is all we're doing. We're just doing these 4 patterns inside of our donut. So you guys, go ahead and do that for day 1. Tomorrow we are going to add to our donut and just kind of develop a unified design. So for today, that's all I got for you. Like I said, if you want to do this in ink, it's a good idea. Just make sure it's an ink that's not going to smear when you put color over it, because we are going to add color. All right, guys, see you tomorrow.